Hi, hello, good evening, everyone. Okay, please just let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me. Just let me know, all right? Hi, everyone. Good evening. Please let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me. Let me know in the comments, okay? Okay, amazing. Please, can you hear me? Can you see me? I want to be very sure that you can hear me and you can see me so we can move on right ahead. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Hi, good. Hello, Somto. Thank you so much for joining in. Ah, wow. Thank you so much for joining in. Can you hear me? Can you see me right now? Let me know, please. Can you see me right now? Let me know. All right. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, you're watching right from YouTube. Amazing. And we are four right here. So please, if you've joined us, we'll be starting in a few minutes. This is almost 6 o'clock. So if you're right here, just let us know what location you are watching from and we will get started. Okay. Let me know what location you are watching from and we will get right started. I can only say so. Where is everybody? Where are the tribers? Please come, storm the comment. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to know where you're watching from. Why is no one in the comments? Can you still see and hear me? Because it looks like I'm frozen here. I don't know. I appreciate if you can tell me in the comments. It looks like I'm frozen here. Look, I don't know what's happening. Okay, yes, I'm back. Okay, so awesome. But I think what's happening is that once I say something, it waits for a few minutes before you guys listen to what I've said. So I asked for location like 5 minutes ago, and it's just now that I'm seeing the comments. I don't know if the problem is from my end, but I'm saying something now. And if you can hear what I'm saying right now, all you just have to do is say, I can hear you right now. So we can just get started. We have 9 people here. We have 9 people here. Just say, I can hear you right now. So we just get started. So I'll know if this problem is from my end or if it's from someone else's end. All right. Or if it's from your end or the network. Just let me know. Just say, I can hear you right now. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So thank you so much for joining in. Thank you, goodness. Thank you, the B vibes. Thank you. Who else is here? Who else is here? Amazing. Awesome. So we can get started. Thank you so much for joining in. So we'll be starting in the next 2 minutes. All I want you to do is to please go back to the community and encourage people to join. Encourage people to join. There are questions you can ask me here that you may not be able to ask me in the community, and there's some things that I can share here that I may not like really share in the community. So just do me a favor, go to the chat, sorry, go to the WhatsApp community, the WhatsApp group, and tell people to join in that we are live. Okay. I want us to get to at least 15 to 20 people. Let us join in and let us make this really worth our while. Okay, so just go to the comments, go to the group and tell people to join in. All right, just go to the group and tell people to join in. Tell other community members to join in that we are live. I can't see your comments in the community. Come on, go to the community and tell people to join in. All right, yes, 11 people. Amazing. Yes, I love the energy. Okay, awesome. Okay, so we can get started right now. Good evening, everyone. My name is Blessing Okiri, and I am the founder of the Living by Design community. The Living by Design community is a community where you get to learn how to live your life consciously, where you get to learn how to live not just because you were born to live, but you get to live your life intentionally. Okay, you get to live your life intentionally. You don't just live a routine-based life. You live your life conscious of where you are and where you are going to. That is the focus of living by design. That you're not living your life by default. You are living it by design. You're living it based on a plan. You're not living just because and you have to go to work, you have to make money, you have to do this, you have to do that. You're living because you have a plan that you intend to achieve. So I just really wanted to talk about living by design and what and make you help you get a better understanding of who we are as a community, who we are as a community. So the goal of this community is to help you live a purpose-filled life, because one thing we found out is that a lot of people are living just because they were born and then they have to live. All right. They were born and then they were born in this family. They have this just because they were born in this family and all that. But they don't, if you ask them, okay, why are you living? What is your goal of existence? What are the things you want to achieve in the nearest future? Them okay, we are just going to see life as it goes and everything. And it's not me trying to demean anyone or to say anything. Well, I'm just saying that you need to see yourself what more as just being as just being placed in Nigeria, placed on earth. You need to bear in mind that you have a goal. that there's a plan, there's a reason. Yes, I think that's the right word. There's a reason you are here. There's a reason you are here. I want you to go to the comments and say, there's a reason I am here. There's a reason you were born in Nigeria and not in South Africa and not in America and not in UK and not in Canada, in as much as we really want to be in Canada right now. They say I have there's a reason for my existence. Just go to the chat and write, there is a reason for my existence. There's a reason you're in Nigeria. There's a reason you're in Abuja right now. There's a reason you're in Abia State, you're in Lagos, wherever you are. There is a reason. Okay. And you need to, first of all, realize this reason and work to achieve that reason for which you were born. That is what living by design is all about. To help you achieve what, and this is not just about purpose. Okay, this is not just about achieving purpose, because trust me now, purpose, discovery, purpose, achieving, and all that is like, how do I put it? It's more like a cliche now. Okay, so you see people that say, I want to help people discover their purpose, I want to help people achieve their purpose, when they themselves, they are too struggling with what the whole purpose concept is all about. So purpose is a word that is being thrown in different places. That to an extent, when you just tell someone about purpose, the person is like, not again. So, but you need to be in this consciousness that you don't discover your purpose. Your purpose finds you in your doing. You do not discover your purpose. Your purpose finds you in your work. So this thing about discovering purpose, your purpose is not lost. Your purpose is not somewhere waiting for you to be seen. Your purpose is the one that finds you. Your purpose is the one that discovers you. Your purpose is the one that chases you. You are not chasing your purpose. So you need to move from that mindset of, I want to discover my purpose, I want to chase my purpose, I want to know why I'm living and everything, and live into the consciousness. This is what I am doing right now, and my purpose will find me. Now, this is going to be a very interactive session, which means that we are going to be using the chats a lot. Okay, you're going to be using the chat a lot, because this is how I know that you are not just listening and doing something else, that you're part of this conversation. So your purpose finds you. Say it to yourself, write it down, write it in the chat, write it in your book. I do not find my purpose. My purpose finds me. My purpose is looking for me. My purpose is looking for me. I'm not searching for my purpose. My purpose comes to me. Okay, and you need to bear this in mind. So today we are talking about clarity for personal advancement. Clarity for personal advancement. Now, honestly, clarity is a topic that I love so much. Like, if you leave me, I can talk about clarity for a long time. And that is because I have had so many personal experiences when it comes to gaining clarity and being confused, being stuck. There are times when you feel like, you have everything all figured out, you are where you're supposed to be, and then boom, life hits you and like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? And it's as if you're starting all over again, and it's as if you're confused, and it's as if you're stuck. Guys, let me know if this has ever happened to you. So it won't be as if I'm just talking to myself. Let me know if this has ever happened to you. I'm looking at the chat now. Let me know if this has ever happened to you. I'm looking at the chat now. Just let me know if this has ever happened to you. Where there's a time when it looks like you have everything all figured out, you know what you're doing and everything, and then boom, it looks like you're starting all over again. Let me know in the chat if this has ever happened to you, so that it will not be as if I'm talking to myself alone. Let me know. I'm looking at the chats right now. Let me know if this has ever happened to you. Amazing. Veronica said that yes, it has. So it not be as if I'm just saying stuff just for myself and everything. Amazing. So yes, it has happened to people. It has happened to a lot of people. And the reason a lot of us are not where we want to be, the reason a lot of us are still struggling in one way or the other, is because of this lack of clarity. It's because of this lack of clarity, right? And that is what I want to talk about now. So we're in the next few minutes, let's say in the next 30 minutes, because I really want this to be straight to the point and as short as possible. We're going to be talking about how to gain clarity for your personal advancement. How to gain clarity for your personal advancements. Now, you might notice me looking down and looking up for a while because I have a lot of thoughts on clarity, and I wouldn't just want to come and start talking about different things. So I had to like structure my thoughts and put them down, and so that we have a focus for this conversation. So we have a focus for this conversation. So now, the first thing you need to understand about clarity is that clarity is a journey. You've heard this before, probably you've heard it from me, but somehow it has not sunk in yet. So I need you to hear it again. Please go to the comments and write clarity is a journey, it is not a destination. You never fully like gain clarity, gain absolute clarity. Let me put it that way. There's no point in your life where you'll be sure of absolutely that this is what you want to do, and then life doesn't, and then life aligns and says, yes, so this is what you want to do. For 5 years, this is the plan, this is everything. Mm-mm. When you gain clarity about it, it's mostly for a period of time when you know, okay, this is what I want to do for this period. And then sometimes life now shows you otherwise and everything. But clarity is a journey, not a destination. I need you to write that in the comments. Clarity is a journey, not a destination. And for you to be a journey, you know that it's something that you keep getting, you keep getting, you keep getting. And how you keep getting it is actually you keep doing something. So that's why I said you don't start finding your purpose and everything. Your purpose finds you, and when it finds where it finds you is on your own journey to clarity. Where your purpose finds you is on your own journey to clarity. So stop waiting to gain clarity on different areas of your life. All you need to do is to take that step, whether you are confused or not. So as you keep taking that step, at a point you now be like, okay, because you've done this, this is actually what you want to do. So let me give you a personal experience, because I'm telling you that this is from everything I'm saying right now is from my personal experience. So a few years ago, I was confused about what I wanted to do. I knew I had potential, in quotes. I knew that I was born for great things, in quotes. I knew that there was more than where I was at that time, but I didn't know where to start. So I was waiting for God, the Almighty God, to come from heaven and tell me, or maybe from a spirit, his voice from heaven and tell me, my child, this is what I want you to do. This is where I want you to go. This is your purpose. I was waiting for that voice. You know that moment where you are born in a Christian home, so the Holy Spirit and everything, and then you hear the Holy Spirit speaks to people and everything, and then you're like, okay, I'm waiting for the Holy Spirit to tell me that was the story of my life. I was waiting for the Holy Spirit to come and tell me that blessing, okay, babe, this is where I want to, this is what I want you to do, and this is where I want you to try. And for months, it didn't happen. And then I began to doubt myself. Lesson, are you sure you're a Christian? Are you sure Jesus loves you? Are you sure this? Are you sure this? Are you sure this? I began to doubt myself. I began to feel less of a Christian and everything because, of course, the Holy Spirit was not showing me the way I wanted Him to show me. But I didn't know that the Lord was speaking to me, just that He was not speaking to me the way I wanted Him to speak to me. That is another lesson. Sometimes you're waiting for something from the Lord, you're waiting from an answer from the Lord, but you have a particular way you are waiting for Him to answer you. And if He doesn't answer you that particular way, you're like, the Lord has not answered me. And that is totally wrong. Okay, you don't put God in a box. You don't say, God, this is my prayer. This is how I want you to answer my prayer. God, I want to increase my finances. And how I want you to help me increase my finances is by making them give me a promotion at the job that will increase my salary. Maybe God wants to bring another opportunity, but because it is that one that you're bent on, you're not really going to see other things that God has done for you. So that is the one thing that I need you to put in mind. Do not put God in a box when it comes to your prayers, when it comes to your relationship with Him. But continuing with my story. So this voice didn't come, but then I found out that I kept getting opportunities to work with people, so to volunteer. So sometimes my friends would send me a message, and then I stayed in Aba, say, okay, this event is happening, come, let us go and volunteer. This event is happening, come, let us go and volunteer. So I didn't know that was how God was answering my prayers. So I started volunteering. And guess what? It was now during volunteering that I started getting clarity of what I wanted to do. So because I took a step forward, and when I took that step forward, I was not taking the step forward as I know what I knew what I wanted to do. I was taking that step forward as in, okay, let's just see how this goes. And that was how clarity began to set in. So it was in doing that I knew that, okay, blessing, you're good at this. Blessing, you're passionate about this. Blessing, you're interested in this. And that is how I started discovering more about myself and more about what I wanted to do with my life. So you need to understand this, because if you're just waiting at a place for clarity to dawn upon you, for you to know everything you're supposed to do, you are not going to find it. You're going to stay stuck forever, my brother, my sister. You're going to stay in that level forever. When you take a step forward, even if you're confused, you're not sure if this is going to work out, you begin to discover more things about yourself. So that is the first thing. Clarity is a journey. As you take this first step, another door opens up. You begin to discover, okay, I'm really good at this. I'm passionate about this. I think I love doing this. I think this is what I want to do with my life. I think this is where my purpose lies, or this is where my purpose will find me. That is how clarity comes. So you need to be able to take that journey of faith. So amidst your confusion, so you need to ask yourself right now in my life, where am I stopping myself, or where am I limiting myself? What are the things that I am waiting on God for? And what can I do to change that? What step can I start taking right now? Because you may never know B until you go into step A. You may never know step C until you go into step B. So you need to be conscious of taking that journey. Guys and ladies, are you still with me? Please let me know if you're still with me. I can't really see the chat from my device. So please let me know if you're still with me. I'll be looking at my computer now. Let me know if you're still with me in the chat. So clarity is a journey. You need to be able to take that step forward, that step of faith and everything. And then as you keep going, as you keep doing, as you keep trying out different things, it starts becoming clearer to you that, okay, this is what you want to do. These are the places you want to go to. This is what you're aligned with. So stop waiting right now. Tell yourself, I'm going to stop waiting and I am going to take a step forward. So write, I will take a step forward. Write it in the chat. I will take a step forward. Write it in the chat. I will take a step forward. Now the second thing, I'm moving over to the second thing, but before I move on, I want to know if you're with me in the chat. So write, I will take a step forward. Write it in the chat. The second thing I will be talking about is about seasons. Seasons in your life. Seasons in your life. And please, you need to really pay attention to this particular thing I'm talking about. Okay, amazing. Good news is taking a step forward. Good news. So please write it in the chat. I will take a step forward. All right, I will take a step forward. Amazing. Amazing. Goodness is taking a step forward. So take that step forward. So the second thing I am talking about right now is seasons. See, you need to understand that life is in seasons. There are seasons when you need, just like you have rainy season, you have planting season, you have summer, you have winter, you have all that and everything. Your life is in seasons, and you need to be able to discern what season you are in at every point in time. Now, for the purpose of clarity, for the sake of this of our conversation right now, there are two major seasons that I want to talk about when it comes to clarity. There'll be a season in your life where you will be, that is a season of exploration. Okay? That season of exploration where you can try out different things, do different things, explore your passions, try out different ideas, work on different ideas. There's a season in your life where you can do that. But there's another season in your life when you cannot do that. So I'm going to start with the season in your life where you can do that. So this is mostly maybe for young people where you are not saddled with a lot of responsibilities and all that. That is why you need to like really take advantage of your youth. If you're a young person watching me right now, you do not know what opportunity you have right now, the opportunity of time. There are a lot of people out there that they wish they can have this your moment right now. So you that you're a young person, you need to maximize this season you're in, this season of exploration. Now, this is not just limited to young people, okay? I'm just saying that young people they have more time and everything. So, before, First turn is a season of exploration, and you need to be able to maximize this season because it is from this season of exploration that you can come to the season of focus. Now, this season of exploration is where you get to try out different things. And remember, I said clarity is a journey. So there are times when you need to try out different things, explore different ideas, explore different passions, go to new places, and please maximize this season. Maximize this season where you're not saddled with this so much responsibilities and you can do a lot of things. Do not hold back. If there are things you want to start doing at that point, start doing it. If you need to start volunteering for different organizations at that point, start doing it because there will come to a point in your life where you not have so much leisure, time, or space, and you start regretting. I wish. And because you are exposed, because you are taking advantage of this season in your life where you're maximizing it, you're exploring, this is where you begin to discover a lot of things about yourself that you can now choose to say, okay, these are the things that I need to do. But you cannot identify these things or where you want to be or what you want to do if you do not maximize the season. So these are times when you need to explore your passion, try out new ideas. Okay? Try out new ideas. Do as much things as possible. Find out things about yourself. Find out things about yourself. Okay, I really wish a lot of us can take advantage of this season, especially young people. Right now, some people, you are, like I said, you're not married, you have freedom, you can do a lot of things. Why are you not taking advantage of this time? The idea comes to your head, try it out. If it doesn't work, you know it doesn't work. Because there's a time you will try that idea, and if it doesn't work, it's going to affect you deeply. But right now, maybe if it doesn't work, it might not affect you. So be explorative, explore. Stop saying what if it doesn't work? What if this thing doesn't work? What if it does not work, you leave it and you continue. That's why you have the time. That's why I said you have the time. But if you keep playing safe, if you keep playing comfortable because you do not want to, what do you call it? You're playing safe because you're like, okay, what if this doesn't work? What if this don't? And you keep playing safe, it will come to a point when you regret it. So right now, as a young person, explore. Stop playing it safe. And I'm very sure that at least you get the concept of what I am saying right now when I'm talking about explore. Not in a bad way, I'm saying exploring yourself. Now, when this happens, this is where it looks like you're everywhere. At that point in my life was when I was volunteering in almost every opportunity, volunteer event. You see me as a volunteer. I was there. If you don't see Blessing Okebe as a volunteer, don't know it's not Blessing Okebe. Okay, I was everywhere. I was doing several things. I was trying new different. I was trying varieties. There was a buffet. I was trying everything. And because I was trying everything, I knew when my season of focus came. Now we're entering into the second season. So, ladies, guys, do you understand this season of exploration? Let me know if you understand it in the comments. Let me know if you understand it in the comments. Do you understand this season of exploration? So it's now that season of exploration that now prepares you for your season of focus. Where because you've learned a lot of things, you've learned about things you want to do, you've learned about who you want to be, you've learned about your strengths, your weaknesses, you've learned, okay, leadership is my passion, you've learned, okay, you want to work in media, you've learned, okay, you want to do this, you are passionate about personal branding. And you may know how I knew I was really passionate about personal branding was because I volunteered for someone who was in personal branding. So as I was working with the person, I was like, wow, so this, and so before I knew that I was passionate about helping people amplify. I was passionate about helping people and break out of their be more visible. Yes, be more visible and everything. But there was no name to what I was doing. But when I started working with someone that volunteered with someone that was a personal branding strategy, and then so this is what is personal branding. This was the name for it. So that was how I started growing. You understand? That was how I started growing. So let me know if this or if you understand this. If you understand this. If you understand. So because of that, it was easy for me to enter into my season of focus, which is where I am right now. So mine is that I'm not even in a season of fully focused, but I'm in a season of coming out of that exploration and a season of entering into that focus. But what is helping me transit is the fact that I now know what I want to do. I now know the things that I want to focus on. I know the fields, the industry that I want to focus on. And how do I know this field or industry? I have explored. So now this season of focus, it is very, very important. Now I'm just going to take a break. Let me know if you're following me. I'm just going to take a short break, just for a minute. Let me know if you're following me because I want to be sure that you are following me. Okay? I want to be sure that you're following me. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, amazing. Awesome. So now this season of focus is now where you begin to focus your energy, where you begin to come together, where you begin to, you're not everywhere. You know exactly what you want to do, and you're building on that particular area that you want to be. You're building on that particular area. So right now you're even turning down opportunities because you know that these opportunities are not aligned with what I'm doing or where I want to go. So now you're conserving your energy, you're building your energy, you're focusing on something, you're guarding your focus. Okay, you're guarding your focus. And it's at this point that there are some ideas that you will not implement. Now, see, one mistake I find a lot of people think is that many people think that the fact that they are the ones that got the idea, they think they are the ones that are supposed to implement the idea, and that is not true. Sometimes that idea was brought to you not to implement, but to give to someone that will implement. I don't know if you please get this. Not every idea that comes to you is for you to execute. Sometimes you're just supposed to be an initiator of that idea to the person that will execute it. I wonder if you get this. 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 I'm going to say it again. Sometimes the fact that an idea comes to you does not mean you're the one to execute that idea. It might mean that you're the one to tell the person that will execute it. So you can write it in the comment. Let me know if you understand what I'm saying. So know that some ideas that may come, because right now I get a lot of ideas, but I know that if I start executing those ideas, it's going to take me away from my core focus. So you need to be able to conserve your energy, because the way I'm talking about this is that if you choose to start implementing or executing every idea that comes to you, you're going to lose sight of what you were truly born to do. So because you are sharing your energy across different things, you're not focusing on that particular one that is for you. You're not focusing on that particular one that you're supposed. So instead of, let's say you are passionate about leadership and you want to build a leadership organization, or let's say you want to mentor emerging leaders, and then another idea comes to you to do something in the media space. Now, because you want to execute this idea, you're not going to give the much attention needed for your primary focus. And this is one of the ways the devil uses to distract us from what we are supposed to do. Now I'm a Christian, so I'm an unapologetic Christian, so I talk about God a lot and everything. So the devil knows that he might not be able to take you away from your purpose or to make you sin or anything, but what he can do is to distract you and make you waste your time. So because you are trying to do different things at the same time, what you would have, if it would have taken you 2 years to build on that primary thing you're supposed to do, because you're trying different things at the same time, it will now take you 5 years, so you are wasting your time. So you need to be able to be how do I put it, to be stingy with your energy, to be stingy with what you're doing, to say no. Yes, I got this idea, but so sometimes maybe the idea is not for you, maybe it's for someone else to execute, or maybe the idea is for you but it's not for now. That's another thing. So maybe the idea is for you to execute, but it's not for you to execute now. So what do? You document the idea. You don't need to start doing everything that comes to your head now. You might just need to document it and write it down, and then maybe sometime in future you come back and you'll be like, oh, now is the right time to execute this idea. So this is very important because this is something that I have personally dealt with. Me, I have ideas. I have plenty ideas. But I know that if I start executing these ideas, I'll be distracted. I will not do what I really want to do. It will make me waste my time, waste my energy. So I'll not do what I really want to do. So right now, what I'm doing right now is to document it. There are some things that I'm working on right now that when I got the idea to work on them was last 2 years, was last 3 years. But how did I get it now? Because I documented it. So sometimes when I'm going through my journal, I'm like, okay, it's true. This is what I'm because when you're trying different things, at a point you will get confused. You don't know, what am I doing again? That's when you now start feeling stuck. Okay, so you've done your season of exploration, you're coming gradually into the season of focus. So you need to guard your energy. You need to be stingy with your energy. You need to be stingy with your energy. Please write it in the comments. I will be stingy with my energy. Please write it in the comments. I will be stingy with my energy. Write it in the comments. I will be stingy with my energy. Okay, I will be stingy with my energy. I'm looking at the comments right now. I'll be good, amazing. Mm. So yes, in that, and then one thing you also need to do is that you need to control your personal ecosystem. You need to be in charge of your personal ecosystem. And when I'm talking about your personal ecosystem, I'm talking about the things around you, the people you hang around with, the places you go to, the kind of things you see, the kind of things you hear. You need to be very careful because the wrong message, the being at the wrong place, standing with the wrong circle is going can make you disaligned. So be in charge of your personal ecosystem. What you hear or what you listen to today can either propel you to where you need to be or it can keep you stuck. What you listen to today or who you hang around with or what to do can either propel you to your vision or it can keep you where you are. It can keep you stuck. So you need to be very conscious. It's not everybody that you will listen to. If you listen to too many voices, you are going to get confused. Then this is something I also need to emphasize on. You do not need to believe the fact that someone has an internet and has a phone and can say something online does not mean they are right. And the fact that they sometimes they may be right, but they may not be right for you. So you need to choose your teachers. Choose your teachers. You don't need to believe everything everybody says online. You believe from this person, you believe from this person, you believe from this person, you believe from this person. Before you know it, because there are different people you are listening to, you get confused. Why won't you get confused? Because we are different people, so our opinions might be different. So you need to say, okay, these are my teachers. That is one thing that I did. So right now, I'm a personal branding strategist, but I am also building my career in media and communications. And I know, okay, when it comes to media and communications, these are the voices I listen to. There are 1,001 voices on media and communications, but I have them written down. These are the only people that I will listen to. Or maybe not the only people that I will listen to. I learn from every other person and everything, but I have primary people that these are my people. So you need to learn, you need to choose your teachers. Not everybody online has sense, so not everybody online knows what they are doing. The fact that I can create content from anywhere and come and do anything, that doesn't mean I have sense. Okay, and maybe I may have sense, but the sense I have may not be for you. So choose your teachers. Choose your teachers. Choose the people you listen to. Choose the people you hang around with. Choose the places you go to. Choose the things you learn. Choose the things you see. Choose the things you listen to. Anything. Choose it. You need to be very careful because, like I said, the devil is out to distract you, and he's not distracting you with bad things. He's distracting you with actually things that are good, but those things are not good for you. And because they're not good for you, they are going to keep you stuck. Because they're not, so they are good generally. These ideas are good. This person, what he's saying is not off point, but he is not for you. So personally, in every season, I know the kind of people that, and I'm going to come to that point soon. I know the people that I am listening to. So when it comes to spirituality, now this is beyond the season of exploration and season of focus and everything. There are seasons in my life when I am listening to a teacher. So I'm going into choosing your teachers right now because they are very important when it comes to clarity. So there's different seasons in my life and I have teachers for each season. There are different seasons in my life, and I have teachers for each season. So a teacher, the person that I was listening to, that means where I am and how I choose my teachers are as I am learning. There are people, as I'm listening to people, there are people that what they are saying matches where I am. Like I can resonate with it because what they are saying is about where I am and where I want to be. And it might come to another season in my life where what that person was saying that time is not for now. It's not for now. It is not for now. So the person might not be, might not, the person is right, but the person is not for my season. The person is not for where I am right now. So maybe it was a point where I was working on, let's say I was working on my behavior. Let's say, yes, I'm intelligent, yes, I am smart, but I have a problem with my attitude. So I have a teacher, someone that I listen to that talks about attitude and everything and everything. So I know that person is my teacher for the season because that is what I am focusing on. That is where God wants me to develop. That's what God wants me to learn and develop. So I know that person is my teacher. But it might come to a point where I have gone to another phase in my life, and right now what I need to focus on is my financial security. So that person, that my teacher was that was teaching about attitude and everything is no longer my teacher for this season. Guys, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. If you understand it, please let me know in the chat. I just want to know that you understand what I'm saying. Okay, let me know in the chat. So that teacher was the teacher for my season, but that teacher is not the teacher for my current season. So there was a time when I was listening to Joyce Meyer. All of us, we all know Joyce Meyer, right? We all know Joyce Meyer. So there was a time almost every morning I was listening to Joyce Meyer, and that was when I was struggling in my relationship with God. So Joyce Meyer was giving practical ways you can build an intimate relationship with God and everything. So I was listening to her that period. I was learning. She was my teacher for the season, and it got to another point where Joyce Meyer was not really my teacher for the season. It was now Joshua Selman. You understand? It was now Joshua Selman that was my teacher for the season because he's teaching what. So I had gone beyond what Joyce Meyer was teaching, and I had gone to who what. So they are men of God. He's a man of God. She's a woman of God. They're almost saying the same thing, but there are people their message resonates more with. So my message, his message resonated more with me then. Okay, so yes, different. Okay, amazing. Yes, amazing, amazing. I'm really glad that you guys are following. I'm really glad that you guys are following. So seasons that are very important. You must at everything you must be discerning to know. Okay, these are the seasons of my life. Right now in my life, this is what I'm supposed to be focusing on. Right now in my life, this is what I'm supposed to be focusing on, and this is who can help me focus on that thing and give me the clarity I need. So remember, we are still talking about clarity, and give me the clarity I need to navigate this area. So in terms of this, in terms of your business, being stuck in your business, there's someone that you may need to be listening to navigate that being stuck there. So you need to first of all identify your season. So guys, what I want you to do is take snapshots of this. So please take snapshots and everything so that later when we are done, you can share this as much as possible. So take screenshots and everything so you can share it as much as possible when we're done with this section. So who are your teachers? Who are your teachers for each season? So what right now you need to be self-aware of who you are and where you are right now. So you might need to sit down and do an analysis and say, okay, blessing. This is and you need to be completely honest with yourself. This is where you are right now, blessing. These are the problems you are having. This is where you are stuck. So you need to be writing it down. And I hope you came here with your paper and your pen so that you can be writing down what I'm talking about. So right now, during your personal time, you say, this is where I am right now. This is what I need to do, and this is where I am stuck. This is where I am stuck. And then you now ask yourself, who has made progress in this area that can help me? That is how you begin to choose your teachers. So when you've written down a list of names, you start listening to them. Out of them, there are people, or there may be one or two that you know that, okay, this person is for me at this season of my life. This person is for me at this season of my life. So this is very, very, very important. And another thing I need to mention is that clarity sometimes comes in silence. You don't always have to be busy. That is another thing. Some of us think that the only time we are fulfilling our purpose is when we are busy with one activity or the other, handling one NGO, doing one or two things. That is the only time when we are achieving our purpose. That's not true. That is not true. You don't have to be busy all the time to be achieving your purpose. There are times in your life when you just have to sit quiet. This is still about seasons. Like, I'm very passionate about seasons. There are times in your life where, for that season in your life, you're not supposed to do anything. You're just supposed to sit still. To others, you might not be doing anything. To others, they'll be like, what? The fire has quenched. Why are you not doing this? Why are you not all over the place and everything? But you know within you, and it takes conviction to be able to pull that. Because sometimes we feel like if we are not going out there and the people think we're not doing anything, and then when we feel like we're not doing anything ourselves, that is not true. There are times when you just need to be silent. There are times when God doesn't want you to walk. He just wants you to stay still and have a communion with Him, and that He's preparing you for the time where you're supposed to walk. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to know if you're following me. There are times when you just need to sit still. You don't need to do anything. You're not carrying out any project. You're not handling any NGO. You're not doing it. You're not making waves. It's as if everything is just there. That does not mean you are not achieving your purpose. It means that God is preparing you for something. God wants you to just stay still and get clarity. That may be what it means. So you don't need to be very busy to look like you're achieving purpose. Some people are very busy, but they are confused. They don't know what they're doing. They're not living in their purpose. So after being very busy, they don't know what else. They are still stuck. You're carrying out different projects. You're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing this. But at the end, you're still stuck. You're like, what am I doing with my life? What exactly am I doing? You're still confused. And that is because you have not learned to discern when you are just supposed to sit in silence, not do anything, not carry out any project. Let it look like you're not doing anything at all. So that is another thing. There are seasons in your life that is like a wilderness period when it looks like nothing is working for you. And that is fine. You need to say that is fine. So write it in the comments. The wilderness period is fine. I don't need to be busy to be living in my purpose. Write it in the comments. I don't need to be busy to be living in my purpose. Write it in the comments. I don't need to look busy or be busy to be living in my purpose. You can be silently living in your purpose. Write it in the comments. Write it in the comments. This is very, very important, and I hope you grab this. Everything I'm saying, I hope you're grabbing it. I'm not just speaking the words. I hope they're going to because this words I am sending them on an assignment to different corners in your heart so that you listen and so that you know, okay, blessing, grace, good news, Victoria, this is where I am getting it wrong, and this is what I need to do to get it right. Okay, so that's when it comes to those seasons. You need to guard your focus. You need to guard your focus. I've said it. A friend might come, hey, Macaulay, let's partner on this project. Let's do this, let's do this, let's do that. It takes conviction for you to tell the person that I'm sorry, but right now I am not doing anything. Because to others it will be like, your fire has died down. Why does it look like your fire has died down? You need to be on fire, on fire, on fire, on fire. On fire does not mean you're very busy. There are a lot of lives that are going on and everything. So you need to be able to pull your head down and focus. So you need to guard your focus. You need to be able to say no. Because if you allow too many, that's why I said guard your personal ecosystem. If you allow too many people in your life, you are going to get mad. You're going to be confused. You're going to be distracted. You're going to waste your time. I know why I keep hammering on this. I know why I keep hammering on this. Please let me know if you're following me. Let me know if you're following me. Let me know if you're following me. Another thing I want to say is that clarity is best seen backwards, not forward. I want this to sink in. Clarity is seen backwards, not forward. You don't stay here. You don't stay here and look at everything you're supposed to do. What happens with clarity is there will come to a point in your life where you come and you think and you look back and you'll be like, okay, so this is why I was doing this thing. This is why I was going to this area. So it was because of this that this happened, and then that brought me where I am here right now. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. Clarity is seen backwards, not forward. So right now, like I said, because I said clarity is a journey, you might be doing different things and you might look confused. You're right now you're in this field, another time you're in this field, another time you're in this field, another time you're in this field, and then you now start to be like, it doesn't mean I'm confused and everything. But you might not know that God is putting you in different places at different times to prepare you for when He finally hands your own over to you. So because He wants you to develop skills as a marketer, that is why He put you to work as a marketer in this firm. He wants you to develop your speaking skills. That's why He's putting you in this project to speak to people in this area. He wants you to develop your writing skills, and that's why He told you to work with a particular firm and everything. So you're not like, marketing, speaking, writing, sales, this one. What exactly am I supposed to do with my life? Why is it like I'm everywhere? But you don't know that you're picking things from these different places so that when God finally gives you your own, you know that, okay, right now to advance this purpose of mine, now my purpose has found me. I need this skill to push it forward. And this skill, where did you get it? You got it when you were a marketer in 2008. You now know, okay, right now I need partners for this project. And the partners I need for this project, I know one or two people that will help me partner with this project and everything. And you build relationship with them. When did you build relationship with them? When you were working as when you were, let's say, working as a teller or something else in another area, in another field. That's where you build relationships with them. And now you need them for the advancement of your project. So God is putting you in different places, in different fields, to gather the skills, to gather the experiences, to build network with the people that you need, so that when He finally hands you what He needs, what is that you're supposed to do, you're prepared for it. You are prepared for it. So what you need to do is to embrace this. Embrace the change as it comes. Stop trying to fight it. Stop saying, okay, what you need to think is that right now, and that affected me. So when I was building, as I was building as I was building a brand as personal branding strategies, and it came to a point where media and communications came in, I was like, no, 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 no. My plan is personal branding, and I'm going to do this for 3 years. I'm going to do this for 4 years. I'm going to do this for 5 years, and nothing is going to distract. But right now, I can see where that personal branding is helping me right now. So you need to be flexible with your plan, which is another thing I need to mention. Be flexible with your plan. You have 5-year plan, you have 3-year plan, you have 10-year plan, and at a point, it might look like that plan is not planning well. It might look life will throw different things at you, and if you really want to advance, you need to be flexible with your plan. Don't just say this is my 5-year goal and this is exactly what I do. I want to do. If I don't do this, I am not doing anything. No. The plans are some of the plans I had 3 years ago, they're like it's not planning again, there is nothing there. I have gone to an entirely different path, and that is okay. So you need to be able to embrace that change. You need to be able to embrace that change. Please write it in the comments. I embrace change. You need to be able to embrace that change. I embrace change. Write it in the comments. I'm waiting for you. I embrace that change. So that means you need to focus on your journey, not just the destination. Focus on the journey, not the destination. Focus on what it looks like. Don't focus on where you want to be. Focus on what you need, what you're doing right now to get there. Enjoy the process. Sometimes God lets us go through things, not just to overcome it and everything, but because of the process it is going to take us through. Because if we go through that thing and we are not refined by that process, it would have been better, it was just a waste of time. So there are some challenges, there's some difficulties in your life that are preparing you for something. There are some times when it looks like you have it all figured out, and then life just comes, boom, and tells you, nah, you don't have it all figured out, though. And then you're like, you're back to square one. And then it looks like you're taking an entirely different turn from your original plan in life. What you need to do is to embrace it. Embrace it. Be flexible with your plan. Be flexible with that plan. Okay, be flexible with that plan. So I'm trying to round up. Ladies and gentlemen, please let me know. Are you understanding? Are you getting value? Do you understand what I'm saying? Have you been getting some form of clarity and everything? Please let me know in the comments. Okay, so make most of your journey instead of worrying about the destination. Instead of worrying, okay, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to be, how do I get there? Make most of the present place you are in. Make most of the present, be present where you are. Ask yourself, what are the lessons that I need to understand in this journey? What are the places I need to understand in this journey? What are the things that I need to, what are the lessons I need to learn? Why am I here? Why am I going through this? What is the goal for me to go through this? What is the goal for me to go through this? You need to ask yourself that question. Make the most of your journey. Be present in your journey. Stop going through your journey and thinking, ah, God, this is not what I'm supposed to do. Oh God, this was not my plan. This was not the plan of my life. Oh, I thought I had it all figured out. Now I don't understand what I am doing anymore. No, embrace it, accept it. Believe, trust the process. Know that God, because God said in Jeremiah that He has plans for you, plans of good and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. So you need to be able to trust God. That even if it is not going the way you want it to go, or the way you thought it would go, that at the end you will still God. At the end you're following God's plan and you will reach where God wants you to be. So your plan might not be God's plan. Your plan might be God's plan, but the way to get there might not be God's way to get there. So it might not be later that you see that, okay, I have gotten to where I want to be, but this is why God took me through this process that was very different from mine. Okay, this is why God took me very. So be flexible with the plans for your life. You might be different things at different seasons, but it all comes together at the end. So I've told you this. And maybe in 2008 you were a marketer. 2009 you were in real estate. 2010 you were in tech or everything and everything. And you're like, is it only me? But all these things are preparing you. I've talked about that. And please, you need to understand that everybody is still figuring things out. Me that is talking to you about clarity, I am still figuring things out. There are things that I am still like, what am I going to do? So all the people that you're looking at and thinking that they have everything all figured out, na lie, yo. It is a lie. There are areas in our life where we know, okay, this is what we are supposed to do, and this we are clear on. But there are still areas of our life where we're like, how are we going to do this? How am I going to do this? But what are we doing? We are not whispering. We are not just sitting down and thinking, oh, what am I going to do? No, we are moving ahead because we know that clarity is in the journey. It is not a destination. So nobody is absolutely clear about what they want to do. Nobody at all. That person that you're admiring that is online and you think that that person has it all good together and everything, the person is still figuring things out, but you will not know because the person is doing something. So you now think that the person is has everything all figured out, is doing what they're supposed to do. No, it's just because we've learned to put our best foot forward. So we are doing stuff because we know that if we follow the process, know how, we'll still get to where we want to be. You understand? So you don't know, you can only know their struggles. You can only know some of the things I am struggling with when you come close to me, but you're not close to me, so you don't know. So when you see me online, you'll be like, Blessing has it all figured out. Blessing is good at what she does. Blessing already has a plan for her. Blessing knows what she is doing. But maybe you don't know, maybe after that post that I've made, maybe I've gone and I'm thinking about, oh God, in this part of my life, what am I going to do? No. So stop assessing yourself based on every other person's, based on your perception of others. Stop assessing yourself based on your perception of others. That is it. I didn't even think about this until I said it. Stop assessing yourself based on your perception of others. Write it in the comments. I will stop assessing myself based on the perception of others. Okay? So plan for the long term, but focus on the present. It's good to have your plans. It's good for you to say, these are the things I want to achieve. But do not just focus on those things you want to achieve. Ask yourself right now, even if it looks like that thing is not working out, okay, what is actually working out right now? Okay, what is actually working out right now? So I really needed. So if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. I really hope that you've gotten clarity. Okay, someone is asking, clarity is seen backwards, not forward. So I was explaining this and I said that You might not know the whole journey. It's just like, okay, let's say you want to start a journey, and then you are asking, let's say it's a journey where you can see everywhere, you can see the whole path and everything, and you're asking people, please, is it this road or this road or this road or this road or this road? That is, you're navigating it, you're not sure of the particular path, and people are directing you. Then you finally get to your destination, and you look back and you now see the road trail that led you there. You're like, okay, that is how I came here. That's what I was talking about. So right now you might not know, okay, these are the exact things you need to do and everything, but it's not when you get to a point in your life, then you now start thinking about your past, and then you now start seeing the reasons of why you did some of the things you did, why some things happened to you, why it looked like things were not working out for you. Then you now start saying, okay, so this is why this thing happened. So I met this guy at that event. I built a relationship with him so that he would help me to get this job, so that this job would now help me to push out my purpose. So this is why this happened. So, but when that thing was happening, you didn't know that there was a reason for it. But because it has happened, now you're thinking back, you're in retrospect, you're like, okay, so this is why this particular thing happened. So let me know if you understand that. Let me know if you understand that. Let me know if you understand that. Okay, let me know if you understand that. Chibi came, you are the one that asked that question. Let me know if you understand. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. If you have any questions, we are rounding up in the next few minutes. If you have any questions, please let me know in the chat. Okay, we are rounding up right now. Did you get value from this short time with us? With me, sorry. Did you get value? Did you learn? Did you understand what I said? Are you more clearer now? Let me know in the chat. And please, we want as much people as possible to be a part of this community. So please take a screenshot of this right now. Go to your status, go to your WhatsApp stories, and talk about this section. Tag Living by Design and tag me blessing.okebe. Tag blessing.okebe, okay? Tag blessing.okebe. If you got value, please just drop the fire emoji in the comments. Just drop the fire emoji in the comments. I'm rounding up and everything. But if you have questions, I'm going to leave like 2 or 3 minutes for questions. Yes, I'm going to leave 2 or 3 minutes for questions and then we round up, okay? 2 or 3 minutes for questions and then we round up. Amazing. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat. Please take screenshots, go to Instagram stories, go to your WhatsApp, tag Blessing Okebe, tag Living by Design, share some of the things you learned. Let us get more people to know about the amazing things in this community, all right? Amazing, amazing. So I can see your comments. I did. Thank you very much. God value. I got great value. I'm really grateful. Thank you for sharing lots of valuable nuggets. Amazing. Thank you, Albert. Thank you. Good news. Thank you, Victor. Thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this. Okay, amazing. So we have just 2 minutes left before we call this a nine. We have just 2 minutes left before we call this a nine. If you have any questions, please let me know. Please take screenshots, go to your stories, talk about it in your stories and your WhatsApp so people can know about this community. Amazing. Awesome. Not really. Honestly, I'm not a book kind of person, but I read, yes, I read a lot of books. I say I read a lot of books. I watch a lot of videos. That's how I learn. So if it's about, I can recommend someone to you, Debola Deji Kunrumi. She's someone that I have learned a lot from. So what I'll do after now, I'll send her Instagram handle to the group so you can go and check her out. Amazing. So please take screenshots, take shots, and share it, and the stories are in the comments. And please, a lot of people miss these sections. I think the highest number of people we got were 20, and the replay will be available. So what we are wanting to do is, when we are done with this section, just go to our community and write your takeaway from this session. Write your experience. Did you get value? Was this worth the time for you? Did you learn? Did you gain clarity and everything? Please write your experience in the comments. I can in our community, sorry. So I can see that we don't have much questions anymore. So yeah. So thank you so much for being a part of this. I really appreciate. Our next session will be coming up very soon, sometime this month, and that will be our final session for March. But from now, from me to you is all right. Bye, and thank you so much for being a part of this.